Let me say this loud and clear. The bull run is not over, not even close. We've got plenty of data to back this up. If the bull run ends prematurely, then this means Bitcoin will do something different than it has ever done before. I just don't see this happening. Bitcoin is cyclical, and there are fundamental reasons that drive the rhyming price action time and time again. But if you really want to be let in on the secret, the bull run will end. And I know exactly when. Find out how, and more importantly, when, so you can be prepared. Let's get it. BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap gets you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.io. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money and crypto, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash the likes if you enjoy getting top secret information other channels just aren't giving you. In this video, we're going to be discussing exactly when the bull run will end. Now, this is the top question on everyone's minds, especially on days that appear to be quite bearish. On the bull days, when prices are in the green, no one thinks it's possible that it could one day end. But unfortunately, it always does. Prices don't go up forever. But being armed with knowing when the bull run ends will be the best defense you could possibly have against falling prices and plummeting net worth. The people on the stock market are going to start feeling it very soon. But if you want to take advantage of the Bitcoin bull market for the rest of this cycle, remember the trend is your friend. You can trade Bitcoin with leverage on Bybit, my trading site of choice. You can visit bitboycrypto.com/deals to get access to Bybit and my indicator of choice, Market Cipher. Sign up for Bybit, make sure to visit the Rewards Hub so you can get some nice deposit bonuses. I only go long in a bull market. I just sit out the short periods. While many people, though, wish they had a time machine to go back in time to the 2017 bull run so they could cash out at the top, I'm going to let you hop into a time machine traveling to the future, to the early fall in 2021 to show you what that time is going to be like. I don't see. The day is September 29th, 2021. You wake up and yawn, and as you stretch your arms, you bump your left arm into your sleeping girlfriend. As you start to pinch yourself like you were just caught up in a dream, your right arm bumps into your other girlfriend. Earlier in 2021, you had never even had a girlfriend, but being a millionaire does come with its perks. The three of you are at a hut in the Maldives, the most beautiful place on earth, other than your portfolio, that is. Yesterday, the price of Bitcoin hit $323,000. What a day! In the evening, the price started to drop a bit, but you aren't worried. You turned $30,000 into $1 million, and you are living the life. These dips, after all, they come. You know that. You've hodled through 5 gigantic dips throughout the last year. And each time, they said it was over, but you just kept on keeping on. And you were rewarded. You grab your phone from underneath your pillow and scan it with your face. You open your portfolio tracker and you've lost $200K overnight? You remember dips, but a 20% dip overnight was new to you. Seemed much quicker than the last ones. Oh well, it will get better, you think. You go take a swim with your nice shiny new Speedo. Why are you wearing a Speedo? I have no idea. And honestly, I don't want to see it. But nevertheless, you, Cinnamon, and Bunny head back to the hut. You do a quick check on the portfolio and boom, another 10% drop. WTF. You haven't seen a 30% drop for Bitcoin in a day during the whole bull run. Oh well, no worries. Your altcoins are still crushing it, keeping your portfolio afloat. 2 weeks later, Bitcoin still hasn't recovered, but has remained sideways. But your alts are still crushing it. Your altcoins have gone parabolic and you are jacked. Now you can't wait for Bitcoin to return to the party. Then a couple weeks later, Halloween rolls around. You decide to go to the Bitcoin Halloween party as a bull. And of course, Bunny goes as a bunny and Cinnamon goes as, obviously, one of the chefs from Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Your life has never been better. Bitcoin hasn't recovered, but your alts have actually doubled your portfolio. If only that were the end of the story, though. 1 month later, portfolio is down 60%. 2 months later, it's down 80%. Then by the next Halloween, portfolio is down a total of 92%. You're barely still clinging onto six figures. And your girlfriends, well, they're gone. Because the money you did pull out, you spent. Sound unrealistic? It is very real. It's happened to countless people in 2018, and I was one of them. I watched my portfolio grow only to be absolutely destroyed. Why? Because I didn't understand the market psychology at that time. I didn't understand that when you're at your most excited point, that's when it crashes. At that moment where you don't want to sell the most, that's when the smart move is to get out. The most parabolic rally in the crypto cycle comes at the very end in the last month. But here's the thing. I know when that is. I know exactly when the Bitcoin bull run will end. And while yes, I couldn't possibly nail it exactly on the day, we should know the date when it should end. It may end a week or two before or after, but a 2-week period near the end of September is exactly when you need to be looking to exit. Where did I get this date from? History. The history of the Bitcoin cycles. You see, there's something called the Golden Bull Cycle Ratio. It's produced by a group called Trading Shot on TradingView. What you're looking at here with this chart is the previous two full Bitcoin cycles and this one. As you can see in the previous two cycles, there was exactly a 51 to 49% ratio in the weekly candles between the two distinct parts of the bull run. 51% of the bull run lasts from the bottom of the market to the Bitcoin halving that occurs every 210,000 blocks produced. Then 49% of the bull run lasts from the halving date to the very top of the market. When you work those dates out, it is 504 days from May 11th, the day of the 2020 halving. When you line up the calendar, that gives you the date of September 28th. Quite an exact day. But when you overlay the current bull run to the last one, we are matching it almost tit for tat. This 2017 chart shows how much potential we still have. We've not gone parabolic yet, so there's no reason to believe anything different than the normal will happen. And I know there's a lot of talk about Bitcoin super cycles and $1 million Bitcoins. As I always say with Bitcoin, I'll believe it when I see it. Till then, I'm going to go with history because it has not failed me yet. Now, this chart from Glassnode is called reserve risk, and it shows the history of the Bitcoin cycles compared to the price. Whenever the orange line touches the red zone in the middle of the chart, the bull run is at its peak. As you can see here, simply not the case right now. We are only in the middle of the bull run. Once we get well inside the red zone, we should think about exiting positions. But I'll speak more about exiting positions and cash out plans next week in our ultimate cash out strategy video. You're not going to want to miss that one as I reveal my secret strategy for getting out. So what about altcoins? When will they crash? Unfortunately, while we have little data on Bitcoin cycles, we have even less on altcoins. All we have to go on is the last Bitcoin cycle, which led to altcoins pumping their very hardest after Bitcoin peaked out. The month of January 2018 was insanely huge for Ethereum, XRP, and altcoins. Altcoin season is peak bull market, but only lasts briefly. If we were to see that same thing again, then alts would pump throughout October, peaking out around Halloween. But one thing is for sure in my mind. For both altcoins and Bitcoin, we have much more room to go to the upside. We aren't close to the end yet, my friends. That does not mean, of course, we won't see some gigantic dips in the market because we certainly will. But remember, one of these dips will end up being the last one. People will keep telling you to buy the freaking dip for many months after the bull market has subsided. Then we will thin out the herd, so to speak, in crypto. Those who came for the money will be gone as quickly as they came. But those of us who came for the movement will stay and continue to lay the groundwork for the advancement of the entire crypto space. Can't wait to see who sticks around for the next bear market. While the fun is in the bull market, the true generationally changing money is made in the bear market. But let me know what you think. When will the bull market end? Or are we actually bound for a Bitcoin super cycle where it's only green candles? Yay! Drop your comments down below. If you want more strategic videos on how to cash out, make sure to smash that like button on the way out. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.